habits. It's okay, okay. It's okay, okay. In everything there is nothing impossible. With God everything shall go. It's okay, okay. It's okay, okay. In everything there is nothing impossible. With God everything shall go. It's okay with what you're going through, with where you're passing through. With God everything shall go.
The number of compulsory subjects at Olevel should be reduced to satisfy the intentions of the new curriculum. As a strong protagonist, I would like to first make the House understand this motion clearly. First of all, I would like to talk about the new curriculum. Under the new curriculum, students in Senior 1 and Senior 2 are allowed to study only 12 subjects out of the menu of 20. 11 of the subjects are compulsory and 1 is elective. The compulsory subjects are English language, mathematics, history, geography, physics, biology, chemistry, physical education, religious education, entrepreneurship education, and Kiswahili. Among the optional subjects, they include agriculture, art and design, performing arts, technology and design, nutrition and food technology, languages, which include literature in English, Arabic, and Chinese. The compulsory subjects in Senior 1 and Senior 2 being 12 is not bad for the sake of general knowledge, but according to our intention. This should be implemented in such a way that when a student reaches Senior 3 and Senior 4, he or she should be in position to choose his or her best than 5 subjects according to what he or she intends to do in life for a living. This includes mainly English and mathematics being compulsory, and 3 of choice, which might be art or science subjects. The new curriculum is accommodative as it provides room for skills development for every child across board. It seeks to find out whether a child has gained knowledge, understanding, skills, values, and attitudes for the world of work. However, the new curriculum offers enhanced opportunities for students to learn and produce ready work graduates with more than disciplined knowledge, allowing learners to have greater responsibility for their own learning. This new curriculum aims at providing to the learners, the 21st learners century, skills like critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, information, which is literacy, ICT, and flexibility. All secondary subjects should be obliged to offer the 12 subjects at Senior 1 and Senior 2. Then 5 at S3 and S4, according to us as the protagonist. This is what we hope for, and we hope to implement it by encouraging all the teachers on how these students would like to offer their lives as a living sacrifice to work with passion. And this is not possible if we allow these students to struggle with a number of subjects that might not be part of their occupation. For more understanding of the motion and for more views, when we introduce this ideology of reducing the number of subjects at the lower curriculum, it is easy to make a personal timetable. You find that when a child is entangled with these many subjects, it is sometimes hard for him or her to allocate the appropriate time for each subject. Let's take, for instance, I might hate mathematics, and I will put English in my timetable, whereby even I will not follow it. Where it's supposed to be math, maybe thrice a week, a student will put 2 times. Maybe physics. Yet my intention was never to have a science occupation. Take, for instance, me personally, I would like to be a lawyer. What is the use for me to struggle with science subjects? So it's better for me to put myself in position with art subjects and enable me to achieve what I want with the equipped skills as I leave school. It is easy to motivate other students for personal reading. For the sake of time, I would like to end my argument. Thank you.
My name is Araya Helen, a strong antagonist of the motion that states that the number of compulsory subjects at all levels should be reduced to justify the intentions of the new curriculum. I would like to go ahead and ask the Honorable who was here right now that you say that what if you hate mathematics? Now, if you hate mathematics, how will you able to solve the day-to-day problems in life?
I did not say that if you hate mathematics, it necessarily means that you leave mathematics. Remember, among my 5 subjects that I said in S3 and S4, mathematics was among them. So I will hate mathematics maybe because also physics is including mathematics. So when I leave the science subjects, I will be able to concentrate in math as a calculative subject as well as my art subjects.
What about now, when you remove other subjects? Don't you think that you will reduce the breadth of learning? Because now you will have limited time to get more skills. Because in education, you find that most of the topics relate to each other. Now when you remove other subjects, you find that you'll have limited time to
when
get
the
other
subjects few
skills.
students offer, it is easier for a school as a whole to provide the learning apparatus. Take as for instance science subjects, they need apparatus, and when the students are mainly offered in this subject, it might not be easy for a school.
Okay, another question. You mean that
Thank you. It is time out for the
For the
process.
opportunity granted, the table of the jury, the 2 antagonistic bodies, and the audience at large. I salute you all. My name is Sizomu Emmanuel, a strong negator of the motion. The number of compulsory subjects at Olevel should be reduced to justify the intentions of the new curriculum. First of all, permit me to introduce some of the keywords in the motion. New curriculum simply means the body invented by the means of Ministry of Education. Then intentions, what you plan for or what you aim for. Justify, to show that somebody or something is right and reasonable. Now, permit me to bring to your notice that if we reduce these compulsory subjects, we shall find that there will be a lot of challenges we as citizens of Uganda will be facing. Just as the government has overhauled the O-level curriculum, imagine 23 subjects as compulsory as subjects in the old curriculum and approving all the 20 subjects to be taught in the new curriculum by Mr. James Broti, the NCD specialist, said the method of assessing performance of lower secondary curriculum has been revised by Uganda Certificate of Education examination. Now, let's take an account. You will find that this NCDC, the reason as why we have motivated our skills in NCDC, just because that they are able to help us in acquiring or gaining knowledge and enhancing the opportunities for students to learn. For example, let's take an example of these students who participated in entertaining us. They were still the NCDC students. So why don't we say that NCDC or the new curriculum should not, the subjects of the new curriculum should not be reduced because of the following views. You'll find that if we reduce these subjects, the excursion of educational equipment, take for instance, as we students from Halcyon High School Serre campus, we are all from different backgrounds. And remember that it is a disadvantage that if we remove some of the subjects that we are capable of performing well, you will find that there will be reduction in choosing our careers. Then inform education and the career choices. Now, let's take for instance, if the compulsory subjects are English, chemistry, biology, MTC, or math, or history are reduced. Take for example, as our first speaker said from the affirmative side, that for her she will hate, or for her she will leave the mathematics subject. But what I want to tell you is that, what the quote I want to bring to you is that just because of a subject, it can't make because of the love that you have for a subject, it doesn't mean that you will go with it anywhere. It won't take you anywhere. So, my dear brothers and sisters, it is good for us. So, my dear brothers and sisters, it is good for us to cross over the negative side. Just because that if we reduce these subjects, we shall end up in living a poor life in future. Thank you.
I would like to go straight away to the point, since we are given some little time to be cross-examining the fellow speakers. My pre-current speaker has just talked about the kind of challenges that we would face if other subjects were removed. But I want to just pose a question to you. What kind of challenges would we face if these subjects were removed, if some of them were removed?
Okay, so the challenges I meant are, you will find that if a student is discouraged from taking the subject the student opts for, you will find that that student will go back and
That student would have chosen another one that he or she has.
you cannot tell me that that student will maybe.
I cannot choose what I cannot do. That is not what you should put at the
Of
back
course,
of
I
your mind.
understand that you cannot do what
So
you
I have to take what I am able to. So I cannot take nothing for myself. So I take what I think this is important for me. The next question that I will pose to you is this one. Would these students be more, you talked about the students who are entertaining us here, would they be able to make it now if this MDD, sorry.
They will make it just because of the
No.
LCDC.
Would they be not more better than that if they had enough
They
time
will
to
be
practice?
better than that.
No, they would not be, because that they don't have enough time. I rest my case.
Thanks so much for the audacity granted. The table of the jury, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to this side of the house. My name is Honorable Acham Kevin, from a strong protagonist of the motion that is correctly written that at all levels should be reduced to justify the intentions of how the new curriculum As a protagonist of the motion, I strongly say that the subject should be reduced because of the following views. As personally as I suggest that it would provide enough time for us to concentrate on our goals in life. For example, if I want to offer sciences, I'll get enough time to concentrate on science subjects and as well as projects that are required to be done in science subjects. Then, if we are to be granted the opportunity to offer all these subjects, even timetabling the reading will be hard for us, since we have a lot of time to concentrate on subjects that might be useless to us. For example, maybe agriculture. I might not be interested in doing agriculture, and I've been forced to do agriculture as a compulsory subject. I don't know maybe I don't have land that I'm going to apply agriculture practically, and I've been forced to do agriculture as a compulsory subject. This will not be justifying me as me personally. Secondly, it will be hard to manage the reading and coming up with the project work to be presented, as the new curriculum requires us to carry out projects and do things practically. Another view, we have limited training and inadequate trained teachers and learning materials. And also this will lead to overworking and misleading us due to the poor examination setting. For example, this new curriculum has not yet produced teachers of the new curriculum. The teachers that are teaching us now are teachers of the old curriculum, and they have been professionals of the old curriculum. So these teachers are not well versed with the knowledge of the new curriculum. Thank you, I rest my case.
I want to rush direct to question our second speaker from the proposer side. You talked of very many points, but I want to ask you, you talked of limited time for project work. How do you learn all these subjects at once?
They are not learned at once.
Then, if they are not learned at once, how comes that you were able to pass senior 2 with project work?
It has been hard for
Okay.
that have been
Pause.
performing badly in some of the subjects.
Which subjects were you performing badly? Because I'm very sure this is project work that you are meaning for, that you were opting for, helped you a lot. So
It didn't help me because I never produced it in a way that I wanted. Because some of the subjects I wanted to
wait, pause. If I'm to ask you, did you people plant maize?
We did because I don't do agriculture.
I greet you all. My name is Honorable Angie Elizabeth. A strong antagonist of the motion. The number of compulsory subjects at all levels should be reduced to justify the intentions of the new curriculum. First of all, I want to begin by supporting my fellow friend who has just talked. My fellow friends from the proposers, you're saying these subjects should be removed. A question to you: particularly which subjects do you wish to be removed? And you find that just because you are good at a subject doesn't mean you enjoy it. You may say yes, you want to go. Some people may, if right now you may assume like let the other subjects be removed. Most people may run for science subjects. You find that I myself, like me, I might be good I might be good in science subjects, and for you, you're good in art subjects. So you mean when some of the art subjects are removed, won't I be affected? In addition to that, you will find that when some of these subjects are reduced, it leads to shallow understanding of some topics. You find that for us to understand these topics very well and very easily, when maybe geography comes in, teaches about something, again the next subject comes in to teach about something, but as a student is able to understand it very well and very correctly. But if you find that a subject is removed, it is taught, a topic is being taught once, somebody can't understand it well. Another thing is, when don't you think when some of these subjects are reduced, it may reduce students' exposure to various disciplines, hindering the ability to make reformed educational and career choices. You find that yes, I myself I may want to become a nurse, and yes, art subjects are yes, I want to become a nurse, but you find that sometimes I may not be good in the subject that may lead me to what? To become a nurse. You find that when I fail in this subject, I can easily fall in the other hand. Now when you say let biology, physics be put there, maybe art be removed, you find that when I fail this one, there's no way I can fall. So I beg you all members to at least cross the other side, because you can easily find somewhere to fall. Thank you very much.
Opposer said, you talked about failing subjects after choosing them. My dear, what I want to remind you about is that once I have interest in something, automatically I will work hard to excel in
What
it.
if that subject you have interest in is removed? Where will you fall?
We did not say removing, we said choosing. Among the optional subjects and the comparison subjects, you have the right to choose what you are capable to do.
My friend,
Another thing that you say that understanding topics shall be shallow. Do you remember that there are projects that will help you to put these topics in practical and help you understand them better? Another thing that I want to
from outside.
let me tell you, there is nothing that will be perfect in. You have to know it practically. Once you choose a subject,
For you to perfect in
to
something, you have to
perfect
understand it well, then you go to why do we have theory and practical? First, this is the theory.
very well
then
then. You say understanding something very well. I would like to end by posing a question to you. Why is project work involved?
Well, my name is Honorable Achen Kierin. As it was said, I do not want to elaborate more about myself, but why I came here is all about the motion that was posed to the House. First of all, before I go to my summary, I heard you talking about understanding, and you yourself supported us by saying that why we learn theory and practical is that we want to understand it more. That is why we need to reduce them so that we understand them more. You also say that you cannot be exposed to very many things. I can be exposed to what I have interest in. I don't want to expose myself to art. Why should I be in art? I want to expose myself to science. So, in summary, I would say that this is very important because, first of all, it will make us to produce specialists in jobs. We can produce specialists as doctors, teachers, and so on. someone who is specialized in what I was focused or in what he or she was focused in. You cannot produce a very good doctor that has been doing history and at the end you want to become a doctor. So I really want to tell you that this is very much important. Also, these subjects help us to timetable ourselves as it was said. So in summary, I would love to say that when you have much work, even your brain will be so much congested that you will not understand some of the things. So you should specialize in what you want so that you understand it more. Specialize in science so that you become a doctor or an engineer. Specialize in arts so that you become a journalist or something else. I should do history, do biology, and I end up being a journalist. What has been the use of biology in me? So I would not support you. And I would also like to ask you this. I don't want to talk much. I believe what I have said, you have taken it as much as you understand it. I would like to rest my case.
The first thing I want to say is, the Africans are always attacked by famine, not because they are weak, but just because they take agriculture as an optional subject, and they speak good English because they take English as the compulsory subject. Another thing is, I want to pose you a question. Do you think that I heard a certain honorable saying that it will be easy to provide materials for learning? Don't you think even optional subject need materials for learning? And another thing I want to say is that you say that these topics, it's not easy to understand when you learn very many subjects. Let me tell you that in studies, they keep on repeating the topics in different subjects. Like we learn rocks in geography, we learn it again in agri, we learn it in what? In chemistry. This is to bring you the knowledge so that you understand it very well. That's why they put topics in the same topic in different subjects. Another thing is, you say that what is the need of practical work in secondary schools? Let me tell you that practical work was just brought to sharpen our understanding. And let me tell you, even if we remove some subjects, even optional subjects need practical work. So we should put all these subjects most of these subjects to be compulsory. And you find that when they become compulsory, we shall enlarge our understanding. The breadth of our understanding will increase because we shall get knowledge from different sides. We get knowledge from different subjects and we come and put it as one. And you find that you say that you cannot make a doctor who has been learning history. Let me tell you, history is good because now you want to get a role model that this person was a good doctor. That is history. You have to go ahead and look about that person. You learn about that person, that how was he able to perform it, and you will make him a good doctor. What I want to say, you are never too old to make another choice. Thank you.
Some little subjects to be compulsory. Don't you think that many people will accumulate in that job, and this can make many people to come back and stay in the village, and you become illiterate because you will now, you see, like you've offered maybe they have made biology, chemistry, and maybe some math to be compulsory. Don't you think that many people will want to become maybe doctors, what were the science jobs there? And many of you, the government will say that these people have become what many in that job. Let us make them to go back to the village and they'll become illiterate. Thank you.
So now the last question. Thank you very much. Good evening, audience. My name is Amo Patrick, and I'm posing my question to the negators. I'll give you an example of European countries. These people are doing like 1 or 2 subjects, and they're able to make it. The majority of them are involved in technology because of being 1 or 2 subjects. And now, how do you think we can also fail to make it if the other ones who are doing 1 or 2 are able to make it? And who are we who have the brains not to make it? The thing is like this. For me, like when I'm good in biology, I want to become a doctor. Why shouldn't I train with 1 subject? Then I'll become perfect. Instead of me stressing myself, then at the end I lose my job. Now we are going to repeat again. I'm posing back a question to you. That how many people are saying this subject should be removed? Order in the house. Order in the house. How many are saying they should not be reduced?
Clap your hands and shout to God with a cries of joy. Clap your hands and shout to God with a cries of joy.
It has been a good one. The issue and battle was a policy issue. We were trying to see how are we going to advise government. Should these subjects, the compulsory ones, be reduced or we should maintain them? And then the debate starts today. We shall have several battles and then we shall have chance. Maybe I am seated next to the assistant does. Maybe let him also weigh in the administrative bit of it, looking at the option, the compulsory subjects.
Okay. For whoever has participated, thank you so much. We shall see. We shall continue battling it. Then who he wins. Good enough, we are taking them to YouTube. Maybe the government will watch and they will take up our ideas. Thank you so much.
Indirectly, he's supporting Team Affirmative, if you heard him very well. Eh? However, as we are still waiting for the statisticians, that is Mr. Dongo and team, to finalize with the statistics, I think we shall get some entertainment.
One of the judges, I just want to cite out some mistakes that could be done during the debate. Number one is discussing when you're on the floor. Sorry, when you're in your groups, as you're seated. Some of you like discussing. Then number two, your hair is unkempt. This is a school and therefore you have to maintain your hair to 1 inch. And the third one goes to Sizomu. Sizomu, instead of saying bodies, he said bodies. We are using British English, not American English. Thank you.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
I know everyone is now waiting for this. The team that I was working with is very trustworthy. So what you are going to hear is coming from a trusted heart. We already gave you the score line of what we are considering, and I expect that by now you know what we are taking in charge. According to what we have here, I have the team negators have managed to score 51.0%. Can we clap for that? And the team of farmers emerged out with 51.7%. Thank you so much. So next time we call upon such kind of debate, please be able to participate. Thank you.
It's clear that Team Affirmative has taken the day. At this juncture, anyway, the debate will continue. But the key issue is on the policy on whether to reduce the compulsory subjects.
I shine.